Rest in peace to this young man, Caleb Wilson, who was a junior at Southern University before being unalived in a fraternity ritual while pledging Omega Psi Phi. You guys, I am so tired of innocent kids of black and white descent being unalived during rushing or pledging. Like, it's sick and it has to stop. And you know that there's something deeper going on here because universities still even allow these kind of organizations on campus. Clearly, Greek life is toxic and it needs to be put to an end. I really hope as we move into this new age of Aquarius that Greek life is left behind because it is dangerous and its origins are very dark and ugly. The same things that we talk about that go on in the music industry and in Hollywood are going on at these frats. Notice how there are quite a few people who are in Hollywood who are affiliated with these organizations, and it's because the rabbit hole goes deep. I want to bring this up to you. Black people don't realize that us being involved in Greek life is weird to begin with because we don't have some connection to Greece. That's not our culture. That's not our traditions, our customs. Like, we don't hear stories about how we have ancestors or any kind of lineage to Greece or Greek people. I'm not saying that back in like the olden days, you didn't find a sprinkle of black folk here and there in Greece, but this isn't like some overwhelming thing where there were like a lot of black people in Greece or engulfed in Greek culture. So that should be making us wonder, how and why did we ever even get wrapped up in Greek life in the first place? Like, that's not even, again, our culture to begin with. So that should be a red flag for you. Now, also think about this. Notice how a lot of times in these organizations, the people are bloodline, okay? And we do see a trend of hazing being a little bit too, or not a little bit, a lot of it too intense and over the top, and somebody passing away. Sacrifices, offerings, like this stuff goes deep with some of these people who go to these colleges and like they join these organizations and then they go off into the world and move into like these really great jobs because they have a network behind them. But success is paid for one way or another. And I just do believe that sometimes these kids are hurting other kids to the extent that they are not with us anymore because they need to give something to get something. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, I want this shit to stop. Black people, we gotta wake up. It's very obvious that Greek life is like dark and demonic. And us as black people really have no part in it all in the first place. I want you to think about the boule, because it's a lot of people who, again, are in the boule. And when you look up the origins of the boule, it's another branch of the cabal where it has black gatekeepers that are here to help keep black people mentally and economically stagnant and believing things that aren't true or holding on to ideology that is toxic to their growth and well-being. Like, the rabbit hole goes deep with this. RIP to this kid. I heard that his father is a police officer or a retired high-ranking police officer. And so I'm hoping that he gets justice. Story developing. Let's talk in the comments.